Did they go crazy?
Yeah, they did go crazy.
Yeah,
you know, they just want state control of what you say. They want to, you know, take away your guns. And the reason I want to take away your guns, so like, there's nothing you do to oppose them. Well, at this point, I'm not sure how much of the left is even real.
Yeah.
You know, you see like these sort of fake rallies where there's like hardly any people, and the media will like frame it and like, you know, get all 6 people, you know, in the frame, but it's like nobody else is there. Like, just it doesn't have popular support. But then you learn that like there's hundreds of billions of dollars going to these so-called NGOs.
Yeah.
And it's your tax dollars that are funding things that are fundamentally anti-American.
A lot of that government money has been propping up a left that I don't think is as strong as they made it seem.
In fact, a massive amount of your tax dollars is going to legacy media companies.
Yes.
Directly from the government.
The government wants to take over media.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. That's why we have X.
Freedom is priceless.
Priceless. Yeah.
People said, well, that proves he's a huge idiot from you know, like, look, you know, he voted for whatever, $44 billion. It was essentially to you know, buy freedom of expression. When you go to DC, you know, we're in DC, and I said, well, the most surprising thing is the scale of the expenditures, and actually how easy it is to, when you add caring and competence where it was absent before.
If you got a hotel in your city, in New York, you got all these hotels full of migrants.
Okay, they took money from FEMA, meant for helping Americans in distress, and sent that money to luxury hotels for illegal immigrants in New York. An illegal is going to vote Democrat at some point, whether it's you know, cheating, but eventually they can become citizens. That is why the Biden administration was pushing to get in as many illegals as possible, and spend every dollar possible to get as many, because every one of them is a customer, every one of them is a voter.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing was a giant voter importation scam.
Big buyout, and what we're trying to do is reduce it.
And then there's a whole bunch of Social Security payments where there's no identity.
It's indiscriminate. Take over, Elijah. Take over.
Does everybody want like a $5,000 check in the mail? It sounds kind of good, right? Does it seem, I mean, have you talked to
I mean, that's like
president?
glorious. I talked to the president, he's supportive of that, and so it sounds like, you know, that's something we're going to do.
Yep.
So as we're finding savings, that's going to translate directly to reductions in tax. People like sometimes like
to end this war.
Say like, you know, I'm a board asset of Putin.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't afford me.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people dead in trenches for what? And I'll tell you what for what. It's like for the biggest graft machine that I've ever seen in my life. That's for what. It's unreal. Like the amount of money that is being taken in graft and bribery is disgusting. People, they need to stop dying. And the grift machine's got to stop. You know, a lot of people out there don't realize like the president has a lot of empathy. He really cares. You know, he's a good man.